Hello and welcome to day 10. So it is a Sunday. I've got a nice gentle class for you today. It's 30 minutes long or just under, and we're just going to take this all-rounder class, find a little bit of twisting, find a little bit of hip openers. I really hope you enjoy this class and just take it easy. Tell us below if you are doing this class in the morning or if you're taking it a nice Sunday afternoon. We really want to know. We want to be here for your journey. So let us know in the comments below. And I'll see you back on the mat. Okay, so we're going to start lying down on our backs and take ourselves all the way down. Get nice and comfy. And then you can let your legs go out long. Or if you want, you can bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees fall apart, just letting those hips open a little bit. But wherever we are, I want you to close your eyes. A slight tuck of the chin, just start to lengthen out that neck. And then placing your right hand onto your stomach, you just start to notice that breath. Noticing the rise and fall of your hand. And then bring your left hand all the way up onto your chest. You should just feel that connection to your breath and to the body. Bringing that awareness inward. And letting go of the day. We'll start to deepen the breath now. Take a big inhale through the nose, letting that breath go all the way into your hands, so all the way down into the belly, all the way up into the chest. Really fill the lungs up, and I want you to hold at the top for 3, 2, and 1, and then let that breath go. We'll go again. Inhale, take a big breath in. See if you can get as much air into those lungs as possible. And then we hold at the top for 3, 2, and 1. And then slowly let that breath go out through the nose. We'll just do it one more time. Big breath in. All the way into the belly, up to the chest. And then we hold at that top. 3, 2, and 1, out through the nose. We'll try and keep that nice long breath going. From here, we bring that right knee into the chest, let the left leg go out long if it wasn't already. Interlace the hands around the knee, just gently start to squeeze it in. You can start to rock that knee side to side, working into that hip a little bit. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale here, breathing into the belly, let that thigh just slightly lift away from the body. Exhale, drawing it in. Here we're going to guide that knee over towards the left, finding a nice gentle spinal twist. Maybe you feel a few little cracks and pops in that spine, that's okay. Let it happen. Inhale and exhale. Back through center, bringing that knee back into the chest. This time take a hold of the back of the thigh, and then we're going to start to extend the foot up towards the ceiling, point those toes, stretch out through those shins, and then flex the foot, stretching out through the calves. And again, pointing and flexing that foot. And we can start to draw some circles with that foot one way, working into that ankle, and then the other way. Inhaling here. As we exhale, we can slowly start to draw that foot or that leg a little bit closer towards the body, stretching out to the back of the leg. You don't need to pull too hard, just start to feel it a little bit in the back of the leg, in that hamstring. And then bend the leg, give a little shake, and then we'll let it go out long. Other knee into the chest, draw the left knee in, squeezing it in.
Starting to rock it side to side, working into that hip. And again, as we inhale, we slowly release that thigh away from the body, filling into the belly. As we exhale, we draw it in a little bit closer. Guiding that knee over towards the right this time, releasing into that spine twist. Inhale and exhale. Coming all the way back through center, taking a hold of the back of the thigh. We'll start to extend that foot up towards the ceiling, point those toes, really stretch out through the front of that leg. And then we'll flex the foot, pulling those toes back. And again, pointing and flexing. We can start to draw some circles with that foot, one way, and then the other way. And then from here, we inhale, fill into the belly. Exhale, slowly start to pull that leg a little bit closer towards us, stretching out through those hamstrings. And then bending into the leg, give it a little shake, releasing. From here, bring both knees into the chest. Give them that little squeeze, rocking side to side, massaging that lower back. From here, we'll slowly start to rock up and forwards, backwards and forwards, rolling through the spine. We're going to come all the way forwards into a tabletop position, so we can cross over at the ankles, rolling over the shins, plant the hands in front. You might want to shimmy back a little bit in your tabletop. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, just finding that center point, rocking forwards and backwards. Inhale and exhale. Moving through into our cat-cows now. We inhale, scoop the belly down, lift that chest, lift the chin. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale to then round the spine, press down through those hands. Really press through those hands, finding space between the shoulder blades. And again, inhale, drop the belly down, lift the chest. Exhale to round the spine. One more time, inhale, drop the belly. Lift the chin. Exhale, rounding, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin. Coming back to our tabletop position. From here, we're going to take that right foot and just turn it out towards that right hand side. 90 degrees off the side of the mat. We then roll the body open towards the left. Plant that left foot down in line with your right foot. We press those hips forwards. Start to lift that left arm all the way up and over. Finding this almost like an assisted side plank. Want to find this nice side body stretch. Inhale here, reaching. As we exhale, bring that left hand all the way down, back through our tabletop, and then over to the other side. Left foot comes out 90 degrees. Roll the body open towards the right. Plant that right foot. Lift that right arm all the way up and over, palm facing down. I want you to feel like you want to lift those hips up, open that chest. Inhale, breathe into the ribs. Exhale, that hand comes back down, tabletop position once again. From here, we'll tuck the toes underneath, press through our hands in our feet, find our first downward facing dog. Little bend in the legs first. Really press down through those hands to take those hips back and lengthen out through the spine. Make sure the head is released, shake the head. Those shoulders are away from those ears. And then start to walk through the feet. We'll stretch out through the backs of the legs. Drawing those heels down one at a time. Inhaling. And exhale. We'll inhale, rock all the way forwards to our high plank position, shoulders over the wrists, squeeze that core. Exhale, we take a chaturanga. I want you to drop the knees for this first one, core strong, elbows back, and then all the way onto the belly, untucking the toes. We inhale, press through those hands, start to lift the chest, find our cobra, rolling those shoulders back, elbows drawing back. Exhale, chin down towards the mat. Then from here, slide those hands just a little bit closer towards those ribs, coming into our upward facing dog. Press the tops of the feet down into the mat, activate those legs. Start to press through those hands to straighten and lift the whole body up. Let those hips sink down, roll the shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze that core to lift the hips all the way up and back. Flip back onto the feet, find our downward facing dog. Draw those heels down, hips up and back, back nice and long. From here we inhale, lift the right leg up. As we exhale, I want to bring that knee towards the nose, shifting forward, squeeze that core. Inhale, we take that leg all the way up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze the core. See if you can get that shin a little bit higher off the ground. Inhale, take it up and back one more time. Exhale, knee to nose. And then stepping that foot as high up between those hands as we can. We drop the back knee down. If you want, just shimmy that front foot forwards. Make sure that that ankle is above that or below that knee. We untuck the back toes. Inhale, sweep the arms up. We find our low lunge. Press those hips forward. You can bring the palms together overhead. Lifting the chest, lifting the chin. Inhale. And exhale. Feeling like that tailbone is tucking underneath, feeling that nice stretch through that front hip flexor. Inhale again. This time as we exhale to straighten that front leg, shifting the weight back. Bring those hands down, find our half splits. Really flex that front foot now, folding down, nose towards the knee. Inhale, find a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, can we fold a little deeper? Inhale, we shift forwards once again. Tuck the back toes. I want you to plant that left hand underneath that shoulder so it's in line with your front foot. We're going to lift that back knee up and inhale, reach that right arm up towards the ceiling. So finding this twist, rolling that right shoulder back, sink those hips down. Right arm reaching up strong in that left arm. Inhale and exhale. Look back down towards the mat. We plant that right hand. You're going to step all the way back to your downward dog, walking through the feet. And then we'll go through the other side. We inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose, shifting forward, squeeze that core. Inhale, take it up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Rounding that back, press through those hands. Inhale, take it back, three-legged dog. Last time, exhale, knee to nose. Lift that shin a little bit higher and then stepping that foot as close between those hands as we can. Drop the back knee down, untuck the toes. Just check in, make sure that that knee is above that ankle. We inhale, sweep the arms up, palms overhead. Press those hips forwards. Lift that chest. Inhale. Exhale, press those hips forwards just a little bit. Tuck the pelvis underneath. Lifting the chest. Inhaling here. As we exhale, to straighten that front leg, shift the weight back, bringing those hands down and folding into our half splits. Flexing that front foot now, feeling the stretch of the back of the leg. Inhale, find a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to fold. This time as we inhale, we come forwards, tuck the back toes, plant that right hand underneath that right shoulder. Start to lift that back knee up. As we inhale, lift the left arm, finding that twisted low lunge, sinking those hips down, opening that chest. Inhale here. Exhale to stay. Inhale one more time. Open that chest a little more. Exhale, bring that hand back down, stepping straight back to our downward facing dog, walking through the feet. Inhaling and exhaling. Start to walk the feet all the way up towards the top of the mat, taking your time, meeting in a forward fold, feet hip distance apart, little bend in the legs, releasing the spine, shake the head, shake the arms, inhale and exhale. Taking your time now, we're going to roll all the way up to standing. Nice and slowly rolling through the spine, head comes up last. And then once we get there, roll the shoulders up, back and down.
Have those arms down by the sides, palms facing forwards. Roll those shoulders back, pelvis tucked underneath. Inhale here, breathing all the way into the belly, the chest, holding at the top again. For 3, 2, and 1, let the breath fall out. Bringing the feet together now, toes touching, heels just slightly apart. We find our sun salutation A. We're going to inhale, lift the arms up overhead, bring the palms together. As we exhale forward, fold down towards the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, sliding the hands up the shins, finding that flat back. Exhale, we plant the hands, stepping or even hopping back through our chaturanga. Strong core, elbows back. Inhale to our back bend, cobra or upward facing dog. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale, squeeze the core, lift the hips up and back. Find our downward facing dog. From here, we're going to inhale, lift the right leg up. As we exhale, we bring that foot all the way through. So squeeze that core as we bring that knee in, stepping that foot as close between those hands as we can. Just check in with your feet, making sure that they're not perfectly in line with one another, but they're more separated towards the edges of the mat. So you've got that nice strong foundation in your legs. We inhale, stand all the way up into our high lunge. Reach those arms up. Bending into the front leg. Making that back heel is drawing behind. Make sure that you're feeling this nice stretch through that front hip flexor. If you want, you can have a little micro bend in that back leg, or you can start to straighten it. Inhaling here. As we exhale, we take that left hand and we bring it all the way down underneath that shoulder in line with that right foot and open back up to that twisted low lunge like we found before. Inhale here, reach that right arm up. Exhale, sink those hips a little lower. Inhaling and exhale. Bring that right hand down now, frame that front foot, taking a vinyasa. We step back through our high plank, strong core. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, shift forwards. Lower the knees down if you need to, halfway. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Other side, we inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale to step that foot through as high up between those hands as we can. Check in with those feet once again, making sure you've got that nice strong foundation. We inhale, stand all the way up nice and strong. Bring those arms up overhead, bending into that front leg, back heel drawing behind. Again, you can have a little micro bend in that back leg if you wish. Inhale here, lifting. This time, as we exhale, slowly we find that twist. That right hand comes down, that left arm up towards that ceiling. Roll that shoulder back, sink those hips down. Inhaling here. Exhale to stay. And again, inhale. As we exhale, bring that hand down, find that vinyasa once again, high plank, inhale. Strong core, exhale, chaturanga halfway. Inhale to the belly for cobra or upward facing dog, your choice. And exhale, taking it back, downward facing dog. Walking through the feet once again. Inhaling here. And exhale. Inhale in our downward facing dog. As we exhale, it's to bend the knees, look between the hands, step, walk, or even hop the feet up to the top of the mat. We meet in a forward fold. Inhale, we then halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to fold once again. Inhale, we roll up to standing, bringing the arms up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, palms out the chest. Just take your feet out to hip distance apart, little micro bend in those legs. We're going to inhale, reach the arms up overhead, interlacing the hands, and then flipping the palms so those palms are pressing up towards the ceiling. We're going to reach up with those hands, start to draw those arms or those biceps just a little bit further back behind those ears, opening up through the chest, opening up through the shoulders.
Can we then start to press those hips forwards, taking a little bit of a back bend? Make sure you're not bending too much, protecting that lower back. Squeeze the glutes, press those hips forwards, lift the chest. Inhale. And then exhale, come back up through center. Bring those palms back together. Release the index finger, adding this little pointer gun. Inhale up towards the ceiling. Exhale, we start to take those hands over towards the right. Find this side body stretch, reaching, reaching, reaching. Our inhale, come back up through center, lifting. Exhale, over towards the left. Big, long exhale, reaching as far as we can. Inhale, back up through center. Bring the palms together, down at the chest, elbows out wide. From here, bring the feet together, toes touch. We inhale, lift the arms up overhead, palms come together. Exhale, we take a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, finding that flat back. This time as we exhale, I want to just step the right leg all the way towards the back of the mat. Inhale, strong through those legs, we lift up, find our high lunge. Straight away, exhale, we find that twist once again, that right hand comes down, left arm comes up, finding that twisted low lunge, sink those hips down, open that chest. Inhale, and exhale. From here, bringing that left hand down, a little different this time, I want to start to straighten that front leg, finding our pyramid pose. Just coming onto our fingertips here, so it's going to create a little bit more height. If you do have yoga blocks, it can be really nice to place your hand on yoga blocks. I want to keep that back nice and flat. Inhale, exhale, taking a fold. Feeling this lovely stretch in the back of the leg. If you want to, you can flex that front foot, lifting the toes, feeling more of a stretch in your calf. Inhale, and exhale. Your next inhale, we bend into that front leg. Reach those hands out in front. Big step up, back to the top of the mat, toes together. Inhale, we find a halfway lift. As we exhale, we plant the hands, this time stepping the left leg back, other side. Big long step, strong through those legs. We inhale, come up through our high lunge, lift those arms. Straight away, exhale, left hand comes down, finding that twisted low lunge. Open that chest, sink those hips down. Inhaling here. As we exhale, look down towards the mat, bringing that hand down, we start to straighten that front leg, finding that pyramid pose once again. Hands underneath the shoulders, either on fingertips or on yoga blocks. We inhale here, find a halfway lift. Exhale, take that fold. Option to flex that front foot if you wish. Lifting up those toes. Inhale. And exhale. On your inhale, bend into that front leg, plant those hands out in front, big step up back to the top of the mat. From here, we're going to start to bend nice and deep into those legs. You can even lift the heels, so we're in this little crouch position. And then bring those hands behind you and just gently start to take yourself all the way onto your back. Nice and slowly. We're going to plant those feet just behind those hips. So we find ourselves setting up for our bridge pose. Taking this gentle back bend towards the end of this class now. Make sure that those knees don't fall apart. We're going to inhale, press through those feet, lift the hip bones all the way up towards the ceiling. You can walk the shoulder blades underneath the body, pressing through the backs of the arms, lift those hips a little higher. Make sure we don't turn our head from side to side now, protecting that neck. Inhale and exhale. And again, inhale and exhale. On your inhale now, come up onto the toes, lift the heels. Exhale, roll down the spine, nice and slowly, take your time. All the way onto the back.
And then once you get there, just gently start to tick-tock the knees side to side. And then the next time the knees pass through center, we can stop. Bring the right knee into the chest once again. Let the left leg go out long. Squeezing that knee in. And then from here, we can take that right hand, bring it on the inside of that right leg, and take a hold of the foot or the ankle. We're just going to find our half happy baby. So I want that knee to fall out towards the side, and then bring the sole of the foot up parallel with the ceiling, pulling that foot against, or pulling that hand against that foot, sorry, drawing that knee down, opening up into that hip. You can stay here, you can play around with starting to straighten that leg a little bit. Probably won't straighten too much, but you're just finding a little bit more stretch into the back of the leg, into those hips. Maybe that leg can straighten and that foot can fall out towards the side. And then slowly bringing that knee back through center, and then letting that leg go out long. Other side, bring the left knee into the chest, drawing it in first, and then take that left hand on the inside of the leg, take a hold of the foot or the ankle. That knee falls out towards the side, flexing that foot. Pulling that hand against that foot, drawing that knee out towards the side. Feeling this stretch now in that hip, and if you want to, you can start to play around with straightening, bending that leg. Maybe that foot can come out towards the side a little bit. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly now bring that foot back through center. I'm going to bring both knees into the chest, give them a little squeeze. And then letting the legs fall out long. Coming into our Savasana. Let the arms be down by the sides, palms facing up. Start to close the eyes if they aren't already closed. Take a big breath in through the nose. Fill the body up. Hold at the top once again for 3, 2, 1. This time open the mouth. Exhale the breath out. Letting all the muscles relax and melt into the ground. Just slowly now start to bring awareness back to the body. Start to wiggle the fingers and toes. Take some big breaths in and out. And then taking your time, roll over onto your side. And then in your own time, coming all the way up to a comfortable seated position facing the front. Keep those eyes closed. And then bring the palms together at the chest. Namaste.